Hey, it's Taylor. Welcome back to my channel. I make videos about health, wellness, traveling, and in this video, beauty. I'm going to be showing you my natural, everyday makeup routine with all vegan products. Now, I know I haven't posted in a couple of weeks. I've had quite a bit of work and things go down in my personal life, but I really want to keep making videos for you all. I hope I can spread a little bit more positivity. I'm sending all the love to all the Aussies in lockdown at the moment in Sydney. I hope everyone's staying safe and is taking care of themselves, which is why I wanted to make this video today, to encourage you to take pride in yourself and your appearance if that's what self-love means to you. And without further ado, let's get into the video. I've washed my hair and I'm back from the gym, and as you can see, it's a little bit wet and I have it parted in this weird like over the top thing. I part it like this when it's still wet, so when it dries I can put it into my usual part and then it's not as frizzy. I love to use the Good Oil Byron Bay Hemp Hair Oil Treatment for hair as strong as rope. It's leave-in, chemical free, and of course it's vegan, and it also smells like watermelon, so I love to just put it in my ends like so. And I'll just let that dry out, and probably by the time I finish filming this it'll probably be all dry and I'll put it in my normal part. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pop on some of Astralis primer. I only have a tiny little bit left, but we'll make it work. I don't always use primer because sometimes I don't really want to wait for it to dry, but today I have time to wait for it to dry. So I'll just do that. I'm going to get my foundation sponge ready. I use just a normal makeup blender, although I find that it soaks up the foundation, so what I like to do is soak it with some water, squeeze out all the excess water, and then it'll be a touch damp, but it's absolutely perfect to put on your face once you've soaked it with water because it doesn't soak up the excess foundation as well. So while my primer's drying, I'm just gonna do that and I'll be back in a moment. So at the moment I'm using the e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil. I also really like to use e.l.f.'s Neutral Brown Eyebrow Gel to set everything in place as well. Alright, now I'm going to share with you my trick for winter foundation. So at the moment I'm using Astralis Fresh Flawless Foundation, full coverage foundation infused with vitamin C and SPF. I don't know what the color is, but basically this is way too yellow on my skin at the moment because we're in the dead of winter, and I'm going to have to tone it down with a creamier concealer, which is Revolution Supersize Conceal and Defined. This one is also cruelty free and vegan. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix this concealer with this foundation to get to the proper color for my skin. Probably too much, but so I've made a little bit of a puddle on my hand, but I'd rather make a puddle on my hand than go and buy a bunch of foundations that I don't really need. And whoop, wow, okay. I really miss the sun. In summer we can't really go out in the sun here for too long without getting horribly burnt, but I'm used to being able to go into the sun at least once a day, you know, maybe have my smoothie in the sun, but it's just been so cold. Some people apply foundation in very specific ways, and I'm just kind of like, I'll just paint it on my face and then use the sponge to kind of like fix it up for myself. Because I'm using concealer as my base foundation, I'm probably not gonna have to use it at all. I've got like one dot there around my jawline. Ooh, I look like a ghost. Next, I'm going to be using the Astralis banana powder. Now I'm going to be using a really old contour palette. It's very old, but I don't like doing a lot of contour for like every day. It's just like, I just like to do it a little bit. So what I just used then was a glow highlighting palette, baked highlighter palette, and then I just gonna use all of them, I guess. The Astralis Sweet Like Chocolate bronzer, it's had a very good run, still smells like chocolate. It's gonna look very white until I get my other powder. So now I'm gonna get my big fat brush from Eco Tools, my Astralis Fresh and Flawless Pressed Powder Oil and Fragrance Free, and I just kind of use to blend everything together and kind of bring together all of the contouring, the highlighting. I like to put a bit on my neck as well, and I really like to kind of accentuate my eyebrows by putting the light colors around my eyebrow ends, so it just kind of makes them look a little bit more statuesque, I guess. I like to use this middle color as like my lid filler. And then I'll just grab my Eco Tools blending brush, blend that in before I cake anything else on. You know, I see a lot of TikToks of girls being very like specific where they put their eyeshadow, but all I need to make sure is that each eye is going to the same party and that they agree with each other on some levels. I'm pretty happy with my powder so far, so I'm just going to continue blending that in with the e.l.f. Perfect Finish HD powder. I don't really need it. I'm not really doing much today, but it is good to have on hand if you get oily skin, because then you can just blot it. So that's my eyeshadow done. Now it's time for eyeliner. I don't think I'm going to be able to do this on camera, but I'll show you once it's done. Okay, I'm always better on this side than I am on this side, but that looks fine to me. So the last thing I'm gonna do is pop on some mascara. And I always use an eyelash curler, and at the moment I'm using Astralis Fake It mascara, and my hair's starting to dry now, so I can change my silly part soon. There we have it, my everyday makeup routine. I don't always wear a full face of foundation, but I thought I would show you how I usually do my full face of foundation, and I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you found it helpful. Please give this video a like if you have enjoyed it so far. Subscribe to the channel and also click that notification bell. My hair is still kind of drying. It does take a long time, but I hope you have an amazing day and stay safe wherever you are, and keep your eyes out for my next video.